What's good, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. So today I discovered, well, I've heard about this product for a while now, but I never really tried it, never went to the store to go get it. You know how drugstores be, you don't really have much room to swatch the foundation, and I just said what it was. Actually, it is a foundation, especially with the whole Rona thing. You can't do that no more either. Today's foundation, it is going to be a first impressions on the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. It is the matte version, and I did get it in a golden beige. I saw some people using it on Instagram and all that stuff, and I'm like, I like using drugstore foundations because I believe you can find very good stuff within the drugstore world as well as the high-end world. Affordable is really nice too. So yeah, this is gonna be a little first impressions of how I like the foundation. Is it gonna be Bueno or is it gonna be Basura? Let's find out. But first, if you love watching a channel full of different and spontaneous content, then follow me along my journey and click that subscribe button down below for me. I would appreciate it. Also, follow me on my other social medias. I do TikTok, Instagram, at Maria's Lifestyle. If you guys want to know my first impressions on this, let's find out. Without further ado, let's get into the video. I did put on my little TJ Maxx headband thing to pull my hair back. Before we start, I always usually start with my brows, so I'm gonna do my brows off camera. For primer, I am gonna be using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Brows are laid. I did put on the primer, and I'm just gonna read you guys what the foundation it claims to do. When it comes to Wet n Wild, a lot of their stuff is good, but a lot of their stuff can also be kind of misses. I've worked with a lot of their stuff. I like some of their highlighters. They're a little bit sheer. I like very pigmented highlighters, but they are really, really good for their price. I have some of their eyeliners too. I like those. The lipsticks are really good. The little, like, even though the packaging is kind of cheap, they are really good for 99 cents. I have a bunch of those that my boyfriend gave me when we first started to date. Actually, some of them might be expired. This foundation came out a few years ago. I think maybe like 3-4-ish years ago, and I have not tried it. I am a foundation junkie. I like trying out new foundations, but because of the whole Rona thing, I really have not been to the store to buy makeup at all in like a few months, which is kind of like a weird thing for me because I at least buy like a makeup product or some sort of cosmetics product maybe like at least 3 or 4 times in a month, maybe one product per week at least. That's like the bare minimum. I'm gonna test out a foundation that I haven't tested out before, and this one I did hear a lot of good stuff. They did recently come out with a dewy foundation version of this, but I am oily / well, I'm combination skin, and in the summer, if y'all know my combination skin people, y'all know that that T-zone does not like to be messed around with either dewy or oily stuff because your skin will literally get really, really oily, and I'm that type of person. I did pick up the matte in golden beige, and when I was kind of looking through it, because I believe this you can get it at your Walmart, Target, CVS, Walgreens, Ulta, any one of those. I was looking at them. I went to CVS to get mine. The color selection, like the shade selection, wasn't that broad, so I believe, in my opinion, they definitely do need to extend their shades. 20 shades with this foundation, and like the undertones are kind of weird. So this one, like when I swatched it, I wasn't supposed to swatch it because of the whole Rona thing, but I still did it anyways. This one ended up being a little light, and then the other one that's like the following one, so this one's golden beige, the following one was cream beige. That one was like hella dark. Like I would have been looking like Donald Trump up in this hoe because that one was really dark and orange, and then this one's really light. There wasn't like an in between. So if you're darker complexion, there's not a lot of shades, which kind of sucks that brands do that. This is kind of like the shade range on their website. I am on their website. Like I said, I got the shade golden beige. It is $6.49, which is a really good price point for a foundation. It is called Photo Focus Foundation. The description says, your skin only better. Our new high-performing skin perfecting foundation underwent major road testing under several different photo lighting conditions to deliver flawless camera ready makeup every time time. Especially made with a matte light diffusing complex to give your skin a hashtag no filter perfection. High performing breakthrough formula featuring a light adjusting complex to help prevent white cast in photos, tested under several light conditions with and without the use of flash. So we will test it out and see if it's bueno or basura, aka good or trash. So the packaging, I believe, yeah, it's glass. So if you care like plastic or glass, this is glass. I think it's kind of sleek. It's not like the most top of the fanciest thing, but it's also not the most trashy ghetto looking thing either. Oh, and if you care about the fluid ounces, it does have 1.0 fluid ounces or 30 milliliters. When you do open it up, the only thing that sucks about this foundation is that it's not a pump. It doesn't have a pump. It has like this little spatula looking thing. As you can see, if you don't like foundations that do that, this might not be the foundation for you. This has a really strong fragrance. It does smell like paint thinner, anything that has to do with paint. But yeah, it does smell strong. I'll put on the sponge. I'm gonna wet it with some spray and apply this. I guess it's not too bad of a difference. It is a little bit lighter. I was like, boo boo, I am definitely liking how my face is. I typically don't tend to put a bunch of foundation, but it does feel very lightweight, you guys, because there's some foundations that you put it on and it feels extremely heavy on your face. Coverage wise, I say it's a good buildable, medium buildable coverage. I get so far. It's not too much of a difference from my neck, so I am glad I actually found a shade that works for me. The smell definitely went away. So if you're wondering about the smell, it did go away. You'll see like my blackheads peeping through and some of my dark spots and imperfections, so it's not full coverage. Also, if you guys haven't tried these out yet or do not know about these are also from Wet n Wild. I get them at my local dollar store for $1. There's a bunch of different ones. There's some face brushes and some eyelid brushes, concealer and foundation brushes. I could only pick up 3 because this is the only ones that were left at my local dollar store. They do also sell them at like Walgreens, I believe. I haven't seen them at Walmart. Definitely go check out your dollar store because they have them there for $1. Why not go there? Actually, you guys, these are super apart from the pink, because that's my favorite, the little ombre pink on top. They are super soft, and when you wash them, sometimes when you wash brushes, they tend to lose their softness and they start spreading apart. These brushes have not done that for me, and I've had some of these for probably 2-3 years, and they've lasted in a very good condition, even better than some of my Morphe ones. So if you guys were wondering what kind of brushes to use, they definitely have some good brushes. This is what my face looks afterwards with some highlighter, concealer, bronzer, all that jazz. I'm gonna go upstairs and make some food for the kids. I'm also gonna be doing like an eye look for my Instagram. It is 12, so yeah, I'm gonna probably go cook and then do my look, and then I'll probably end up coming back to finish off the video and how it sits on my face for a few hours, and then I'll come back and let you guys know. About like almost 2 hours later, 1:44. Last time I checked in was 12. Still looks pretty much about the same. It has increased. I did do a look for my Instagram. This foundation is definitely a bueno. It's not basura. Definitely buildable. $6.49. Come on now, you can't beat that. I wish, however, there was more skin variation tones to pick out from, but I am lucky enough that I did get a shade that matches mine. Also a con, there's no pump. I want a pump, and then it smells bad, but other than that, if you can get past it, it is a very good foundation. I didn't test it on flash. Actually, I did test it on flash on my TikTok, and I didn't see no difference, so there wasn't no flashback or anything. I usually don't really get flashbacks on my stuff. Definitely worth a try. If you guys aren't combination or you don't like a matte base, definitely go ahead and get yourself the dewy version of this. But I can't believe it took me like 3 years to find this or test this out, so I really like it. Those are my final thoughts on this foundation. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a beautiful, wonderful, fabulous night or day wherever you guys are located, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Peace.